Hello my gorgeous loves out there and welcome. In today's video, I'm going to be playing with two new palettes from Blend Bunny Cosmetics. This is their newest collection. I'm going to do some swatches, create a couple looks with them, and let you guys know my thoughts. But before we get into this video, if you're new here, hello, welcome. My name is Bri, and I'm just a crazy lover of all things beauty, and I like to play with a lot of fun and colorful makeup content. I like to do a lot of indie makeup. So if that is what you're into, then please hit that subscribe button and join this little family. But with that being said, let's get into this video. All right, so I'm excited to see another collection from Blend Bunny Cosmetics. I feel like they're a very cool, innovative indie brand, and I love how they set up their palettes. I love that they're venturing into new product type and offering new types of eyeshadow formulas. So I can't wait to get into these two palettes right here. So I just want to give you all the info really quickly before we get into the looks. This Lure palette right here has 24 shades in it. It goes for, I believe, $46. And here's what the packaging looks like. It has a more textured packaging. It looks a little bit more elevated. There's like scales. I don't know if I mentioned this. It's mermaid theme. And it has like little shimmers throughout. And here's the back of it. Really pretty. I love this packaging. And then inside there's no mirror, just this Lure. And then here are the shades. I love the tones in here. It's very like jewel tone-ish. There's some pastels, metallics. Then we have some mid-tones and depth in here, and they always set up their palettes in these like monochromatic rows. You get some pastels, you know, deepening shades. You get everything that you need. So I think this is really pretty. Like I said, there's 24 shades in it. There's 6 metallics and the rest are matte. So if you're a matte lover, I'm sure you will appreciate that. I think the theme and everything is so cute on this collection. And then they made the Trove palette, which is supposed to complement the Lure palette perfectly. This is full of special multi-chrome shades. Now, this little guy does go for $68, which is on the pricey side, but shades like this are very pricey to formulate, and they decided to not put it in the Lure palette, so this one could be more affordable, and then for those who wanted the special shades could get it in a companion palette. So I think that is such a cool idea, and I think it's awesome that they did that, so you know, you could appeal to different audiences. So this one right here looks like this. It's cute gold packaging. Here's the back of it, and here's inside. So there is a little mirror on this one, and then here are the 4 special multi-chromes. I don't know if you guys can see the shifts. I'm trying to capture them as best as I can, but when I move it, I can totally see it. They're supposed to have like 4 to like 3 shifts to each shade. It looks like that very creamy, traditional multi-chrome formula that you may have seen from other indie brands like Divina, Cleona. It has like maybe more of a black base. I don't know. I can tell they look really creamy and really shifty. So, I mean, it's about $17 a shade, which is normal for like multi-chromes like this from other indie brands. So we're going to see if it's like worth the hype and worth the price tag. And I'm going to use them together to create these two looks to see what I can come up with and really test out the formula. But that was basically all the info. So I'm going to get a little closer and we're going to jump right into the looks. All right, so I pulled my hair back. I'm going to get some eye primer on. I'm going to go into the MAC Paint Pot and Soft Ochre, and I'm going to get a brush, put it on, and just prime my eyes. I like this one because it has a really good base to it, and it really does help shadows last on the lids and gives it a nice like canvas for your like eyeshadows. So since I have a purple top on, I figured we'd do like a purpley pinky look. This is what I wore to work today, and I didn't feel like changing. So I think I want to start off with the pinky tones and then use the purple tones. So I'm going to take a fluffy brush. This is from Refer. I'm just going to clean it off. And I'm going to start off with this Booty shade. I like that name. It's a nice mid-tone pink. Picks up a lot on the brush. Gonna tap it off. And I did not set my primer. And I'm gonna just set this through the crease. Well, blend it through the crease actually. And use that as the initial transition. I think it looks pretty pigmented. Seems to be nice and blendable and soft. To get this a little bit deeper, I'm going to go into the X marks the spot. This is a deeper, like dark pink. And I'm going to use that on the outer corner. And I'm going to just run it through the crease. a little lower than the Beaute shade. So now I'm gonna go into the purpley shades so we can deepen up this look even more. I'm gonna go into Tentacles and use that just on the outer corner and lay it over the other shades. These shades are on the powdery side. Like the mattes have a lot of kickback. Dust off that excess to avoid that fallout. Oh, perfect. This is definitely adding depth to the look and a little bit of purple to it. I feel like this look is more pink, or gonna be more pink than purple, but it's fine. Pinks and purples are meant to be together. So I do want to get another like little brush, and I think I want to add a little bit of Jellyfish, this pastel purple, and I'm just gonna maybe pack it a little bit on the front here. Just bring that color in and see how pigmented these more pastel-y shades are, which they are pigmented. So now let me do the lower lash line, and I think we're gonna just stick to the purpley shade. So let me get like a flat shader brush. I'm gonna clean it off, and I'm going to go into, I guess, Tentacles. We'll just start off with the darker shade, and I'm gonna match the outer corner and like bring it through. I'll probably go into the mid-tone purple as well. I'm not gonna bring it too far, so I don't want it to get too dark in the front. I'm gonna go into the Seductress shade now. Using the same brush, I'm just bringing it a little bit over here, kind of blending it over the darker purple. So I'm thinking I'm gonna go into Bait It right here, the light pink pastel, and I'm gonna use that to blend out the edges down here, just to get things softened up. Now let's get into the multi-chromes, and I do want to use at least one of the shimmers from this one as well. So I think I'm gonna try to use Mermaid Tears and Treasure Untold. This one's like a magenta. It might have gold or orange to it. And this one is like a blue to purple shifty one. Like on camera it looks blue, like in the viewfinder here. But in person to me it looks purple, which is what's so cool about multi-chromes. It's just so fun and unexpected. So I'm going to get a flat shader brush. And I'm just going to pick up Mermaid Tears on the brush. And yes, they seem very creamy. Like I see it moves around when I put my brush in there. Picks up beautifully on a brush. And I'm gonna wet it just to avoid fallout. I'm not gonna use a glitter primer. I can use it in the next look that we do to see how they do over a glitter primer. Wow, this is really translating like super, super blue on the eyes, which I think is cool. It's totally vibing with this look as well. And I'm just gonna bring it down here towards the edge. I don't know, can you guys see the shift? I can see it in this mirror I'm looking at, like the purple to blue. I'm not gonna bring it all the way in. I just wanna show you guys the shade on my finger so you can just see how creamy and beautiful this is. Wow, okay, maybe this is like blue, green, purple. Like, look at that. Wow, this is so creamy and smooth. Okay, I can see why it's a little bit more pricey. So now I'm going to clean off this flat shader brush, and we're going to go into the Treasures Untold shade. Wow, these are pretty. Picks up really well as well on the brush. And I'm going to spray it. This one looks like it's magenta to green to just all the types of goodness on the shifts in this one. Ooh, 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 I love this. And then maybe there's orange to it too. I can't really tell, but this looks so pretty against these like mattes and with this other multi-chrome. And I want to show you guys this shade as well on the finger. Oh my Lord. Yeah, so there's like bronze, magenta. Looks like there's some green to this. Also super pigmented and foiled and creamy. So now I want to go back into the lower palette and I want to use Pearl. This one looks like there's a shift to this one too. It looks really, really pretty in the pan and like super foiled. So let me get a pencil brush and I'm going to dig into it It does have a little bit of flakiness to it. Oh, that's probably gonna be a beautiful inner corner highlight. I'm gonna spray it to avoid fallout. And I'm just gonna pop that right there. That is so pretty. There's definitely something going on with this shade. Like there's like some shift to it, almost like a duochrome. I do want to take a little bit of Charmed on the bottom. I just love using metallics on the lower lash line as well. I'm using the same pencil brush. I just clean it off with a color switch. I'm going to spray it. And I'm just going to use it right there in the front here. And bring it a little bit over the matte purple that is at the bottom. So that is it for all the shades that I'm going to use, but I did want to add a little bit of detail, and I'm actually going to do it on camera with you guys, at least some of it. I want to take these little pearl stick-ons and use the smallest ones and put little pearls here, maybe little pearls out here. I normally do this off camera, but I'm going to show you like how I do it. Just a few of them and then go and do the rest off camera. So I'm going to take the teeniest little one. I take a little bit of like lash glue, and like this tweezer right here, I put a little bit of the lash glue here, and then I go and I just stick it on. So I'm just gonna like kind of randomly place them in the front and see what I can come up with. I don't think I'm gonna like do it in like a perfect arch. I'm just gonna stick them all over. So that's basically what I'm gonna do. I'll probably do liner and lashes and all that. And then I will be right back to show you guys the completed look with these little pearls and everything. You can just get right off of Amazon. They're so easy to put on. So anyways, let me go finish off the look and then I will be right back. All right, my loves, I am back. Here is the finished look. I love this so much with the added little pearls on the inner and outer portion. What do you guys think of this? I feel like it's giving mermaid and like ethereal vibes. At least I think so, and I love it. And I just like the little added details with the pearls. And then I decided to add a little bit of glitter. I don't know if you guys can tell, there's like glitter like over here, glitter here. And on my brow bone, I just felt like I needed a little bit more sparkle. I imagine like mermaids being covered in sparkle and glitter for some reason. But I did go in with the Nabla glitter palette in Miami Lights. I used this like purpley shade over the pearls. And then I used this like pearly one as a brow bone highlight and a little bit in the inner corner. I don't know what you guys are seeing because my viewfinder is like so small and I don't attach my camera to like a whole monitor, but hopefully you guys can tell. I think it looks really pretty. I think this look came out so nice. And what else I did off camera was I went in with the Blend Bunny lip cream in Dull Face. I love this formula from Blend Bunny, and I used the matching lip liner. It's a like, you know, mauve-y shade. I thought it went fine with the eye look. I also used the Milani Highly Rated mascara in combo with the Petite and Pretty Full Feathered mascara. I feel like this one gives a lot of length, this one gives a lot of volume, so they're like a perfect pair to make my lashes more dramatic so I don't have to use falsies. And then for my waterline, I have the Kaleidos liner in Sea Sparkle, which matches the theme perfectly. It's a beautiful metallic baby blue color. It's so pigmented. You guys can see, like, look at that. They're so good. So I just wanted some more sparkly action in the waterline. And then for tight lining, I used the Trustique pencil. I used the LA Girl Jet Setter liquid eyeliner to create a wing. And yeah, that was it for the look. What do you guys think of this one? I am a big fan. Everything performed so well. I feel like the formula is even better in this palette. Like, that's what I'm getting so far from, you know, playing with these shadows. But that was everything for look number one. I am now ready to take you guys to look number two. It's another day. Time to get into look number two. I did prime my eyes again with the MAC Paint Pot and Soft Ochre. So I am going to start off with the darkest shade this time. I'm going to go into the shade called The Deep. It's a beautiful deep blue, and I'm going to use that on the outer corner to start off with some depth. Let me get these creases out a little bit on my primer, and I'm just going to put it right there. We can see how the shade does. It looks like it has a good amount of depth. It's a beautiful deeper blue. So that's where I want the shadow to be. I like the placement. I need to like diffuse the ends and everything. So I'm going to go into Mermaid Lagoon, this beautiful grass green, and I'm gonna use this all through the crease and over the blue. Greens and blues go so well together. They're just meant to be one. So I'm gonna mix them up and I'm gonna work over the edge of that blue and just softly blend out the edge. I do want to work on the lower lash line, and I think I'm mainly going to bring blue through the bottom part. So I'm going to go back into the deep shade, use that on the outer corner down here. I think I'm going to take some of the mid-tone blue as well. But I just want to match the depth on the outer corner first and get them to like link up the top. I want to now go into the Explore shade and use that through here as well. Kind of blend them together. It's just a somewhat lighter blue. I want to get a little fluffy brush. I think this will work. And I'm going to go into the Catch Me shade, the pastel blue. I'm going to use that to blend out the edges down here, just to make everything a little bit more soft. Now I want to get into the metallics. I'm going to use the other two multi-chromes that I haven't touched yet in this palette, but I am going to lay down some glitter primer. So I just want to see how the shadows do over a tacky base, try a different method. So I'm just going to cover the whole lid with the glitter primer. I'm using the Give Me Glow one. And I'm just going to cover everywhere where the metallics are going to go. Now let's get into the Trove palette. So these two shades, this one right here called Cove and the one called Deep Dive, are the two shades we're going to get into. So I'm going to start off with Deep Dive. I'm going to use the same brush that I used to put on the glitter primer. And I'm going to put it closest to that deep blue shade. Ooh, this is so pretty. I'm just such a big fan of multi-chromes, and I love darker base multi-chromes. Now I know most people tend to like the lighter ones that have like lighter bases to them, but I feel like the most shifty ones are the ones that have that dark base to it, because then you can really just see the different colors. Now let's get into the Cove shade, which this one is green to like gold. There's so much going on with this one. It's so pretty. Probably my favorite type of multi-chrome, where it's like kind of olivey and then it has like a gold shift to it. Oh yeah, that's so pretty and it's so bright. My favorite kind of look. Greens and blues make me very, very happy. They just do something for me. I'm just gonna fuse that into the other shade as well. Get a good seamless blend here. So I do want to go now back into the Lure palette. Of course, I want to do my little pop of shimmer in the front part on the lower lash line, my go-to. So I'm going to use Bioluminescence, this blue metallic. And I'm going to wet the brush for this so we can avoid having shimmer fallout. And I'm going to use it in the front portion. I think just having like a little pop of metallic there makes such a difference and helps brighten the inner portion on the bottom. It's just so fun. Just bring that and blending it into the matte. Okay, that looks good. So I want to use Seafoam, the pastel green, and use that as my inner corner highlight. See if it's pigmented enough to, you know, pop and show up, which I have a good feeling that it's going to be. So I'm just gonna stick it right there. Yes, I like that. And I'm going to just bring it up to, you know, up into the crease a little bit and do it on this side. That is pretty. It is pigmented. I definitely feel like the pastel mattes in here are more pigmented than the ones in the other palette. So I'm very happy with that. I think this looks absolutely stunning. So that was it for the shadows. I'm not going to use anything else. I do want to go off camera and do some detail work. I'm going to take some of these gems that I have. I picked up some new ones and some of them are like shifty holographic gems. So I'm going to probably put it all through the arch, like use like the whole space to fill up. And maybe do some glitter again just to keep the whole mermaid vibe. So I'm going to do all of that off camera and then I will be right back to show you guys the completed look. All right, my loves, I am back. Here's the completed look. What do you guys think of this one? I think I love this one even more, and I really love the first look, but I just love the combo of the greens and the blues, and these gems are so beautiful and they're shifty and they shift from like purple to blue and green, which is perfect for this eye look. And I did also add glitter underneath them, and I put some glitter on the lids and in the inner corner. I went in again with the Nabla Miami Lights palette, and I just went into this white goldie one. It's so pretty. I just love what glitter does to a look. If you really want to have that more ethereal, like mermaid like theme, I think it just fits. I mean, I feel like I'm matching the packaging perfectly. Goes right here. And then what else I did off camera to finish this look is I went in with the LA Girl Jet Setter liner to do the wing. I tight lined with the Trusty pencil, and then for my waterline I went in with another Kaleidos liner. This one is in 7 C's, matching the theme. This one has a like green to blue shift. And for my lashes I went in with the same 2 mascaras, the Full Feathered Volumizing Mascara from Petite and Pretty and the Milani Highly Rated Mascara. And I use another matte lip cream from Blend Bunny. This one is in Tease. It's like a brownie nude. I use the matching lip liner, and that is all I did off camera to complete this very oceany look. And I just think it came out really, really nice. Like, I'm just so happy with everything and the theme and how I feel in this look, as well as how I felt in the first look. So I think I'm ready to now give you guys my thoughts on this palette and wrap up this video. I really love this collection from Blend Bunny. I think these palettes are so cute. I love the theme. I love the color options. The packaging is beautiful on both of these palettes, and I just love the colors in here. I love blues and greens and purples for my eyes. I love cool tones. So this has everything that I love when it comes to eyeshadows and the type of colors that I like to play with. And I just love how Blend Bunny sets up their palettes. They give you so many options. You got your mid-tones, your pastels, your deepening shades. I never feel like there's anything missing in a Blend Bunny palette. Like, I feel like the owner thinks of everything when she creates them. And I think the shimmer formula from Blend Bunny is also really beautiful. Very creamy and sparkly and smooth. And I just love how they look on the eye. So I do think this would be a beautiful standalone palette if you didn't want to spend the higher price tag for this little one. I think you can get amazing, stunning mermaid vibes kind of looks from this palette alone. But I do think this is a beautiful addition. I know it's on the pricey side, but the multi-chromes in here are very creamy and beautiful and foiled and super shifty. So if you don't have anything in your collection like this, I would say this would be a good addition. Even though it is on the pricier side, I do feel like the formula and what you get in here does warrant the price. Now, if you already have a lot of multi-chromes in your collection, like the ones from Davina or Cleona or Terra Moon or other indie brands like that, I don't think you necessarily need this. These are like the standard multi-chromes that you can get from a lot of brands. So I feel like this is better if you don't have anything like this and you've always wanted to have shadows like this. Then to get it in like a convenient package like this is perfect. And I do think they just fit so well together. Like the type of multi-chromes that was selected to go with this is perfect. Like they just pair very nicely together. I love both the palettes. Now, if I wasn't a person who was reviewing makeup, I may have passed on this little palette, but I wanted to see what their multi-chrome formula is like. But I do have a lot of this. Like even the Danessa Myricks one has similar multi-chromes to this one. But that was everything for this video. The 2 looks, my review, I think they're both excellent. And I don't think you would be disappointed picking up either one or picking up both of them. But you guys will have to let me know your thoughts in the comments below. What do you think of this collection? Did you purchase? Did you pass? Like, what are your thoughts? I would love to hear from all of y'all. And if you're new here and you enjoy this video and you like a lot of fun, colorful makeup content, you like a lot on indie makeup, then please hit that subscribe button and join this little family. I would love to have you here. Also, don't forget to check out the description below. I will have the collection linked where you can find these palettes. I'll have other Blend Bunny videos that I have done if you're curious about their other products. I will also link my face makeup in case you're curious on what I'm wearing on like my face, like my foundation and all of that will be in the description, as well as my contact and my social media platforms. I'm also on Instagram as Brici Lifestyle and Brici_beauty. So if you want to join my Instagram fam as well, I would really, really love that. But guys, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video, for being here, supporting my channel, being amazing. I just appreciate you all so much. And I just hope you are all doing well wherever you are in the world, and just sending you guys so much light and love. But until next time, bye guys.